It's Monday, June 3rd. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat. And the cost of borrowing expected to dominate our headlines this week, with a growing expectation that the Bank of Canada will be lowering its key lending rate by 1/4 point on Wednesday. Economists more convinced than ever that the central bank rate will be cut to 4.75% as a result of the latest inflation and economic growth data. We have bad news for drivers who would like to see the price of gas come down. OPEC doing its best to keep pump prices high, agreeing to follow Saudi Arabia's intention to extend oil production cuts of 2 million barrels a day until at least the end of next year. The world oil price benchmark, Brent crude, in the $81 to $83 a barrel range for the last month or so. Thank you for choosing one of Canada's most listened to business podcasts, updated Monday through Friday and heard around the world on X and wherever you get your favorite podcast. Canada's Business Beat. The more you listen, the more you know in only 2 minutes. Canada's second largest open-pit copper mine suspending operations. Over 500 workers at the Taseko Gibraltar mine in northern BC on the picket line after last-minute contract talks failed to get a deal. Contract negotiating also not going well between Air Canada and its 5,000 pilots. The Airline Pilots Association asking for a federal conciliator to get involved, which would start the clock for a possible job action in about 3 months. A new twist in a percolating labor spat related to an attempt by Unifor to unionize Amazon workers in the Vancouver region in Delta. Unifor filing an unfair labor practice complaint against Amazon, claiming that in the midst of a union sign-up, the online retail giant increased its workforce by about 30% in order to lower the union's overall support margin. The matter now before the BC Labour Relations Board. And on the Business Beat radar for this week, always a nervous day for broadcasters. Media company Stingray will report fourth quarter earnings on Tuesday. The Bank of Canada interest rate review and Lululemon first quarter numbers will be in on Wednesday. Air Transat second quarter earnings Thursday, and StatsCan wraps up the week with May job numbers on Friday. And that will do it for your Monday. Thank you for listening. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat.